Hello, my name is Heather Townsend and I am the writer of the Financial Times Guide to Business Networking. In today's podcast, I'm going to be talking about what happens if you meet competitors when you're out networking. As this is something that I found that regularly happens as a business coach when I went to my first face-to-face networking event when I first started up my business, I came away devastated. About a third of the room was coaches of all different descriptions, and I felt, how would I ever stand out? So in today's podcast, I'm going to help you with your thinking, your mindset, and how to use the interactions with your competitors positively. So let's start by saying, similar to me, you're always going to find that your competitors are out networking in the same spaces as you. Unless, of course, you've joined a referral generation group that has a professional lockout policy. Now, my way of dealing with it is face up to the fact that you're always going to meet your competitors when you're networking and just get used to it. And actually, it's a very positive sign. If they're there, that would suggest that you're in the right place to be networking. Now, it's a mindset attitude. There is enough to go around for everyone, and that's what you need to think about, that there's actually enough to go around for everyone. And actually, you're not there to look for prospects. You're networking to meet people who may be beneficial to you or your business. You are not there to go selling. So, for example, if you're not thinking that anybody's a client in the room, it doesn't matter that your competitors are there. It's about getting to know people and getting to build up relationships, and it's from these relationships that the referrals will flow. Next thing to do is don't run away from them. It looks really rude if you go and look at their go and go, oh, you do the same thing as me, bye. It just doesn't look good. They are a person like anybody else, and actually do have a conversation, find out where the points of differences is, find out where you can make referrals to each other, because not everyone is going to be the right client for you, and your competitors can be a valuable source of collaboration and referrals. So do take the time to build up the relationship with you. Where are the similarities? Where are the differences? Where can you collaborate? And there's another thought. As Shackleton said, you keep your friends close but your enemies closer. It's always good to know what your competitors are up to. So if you do meet them networking, do take the time to have a conversation, sign up to their mailing list, have a chat with them, stop being the bogeyman. It's interesting that my business partner was actually a competitor of mine. But actually, as we got to know each other, as we worked together, we realised that we would be stronger working together as a pair. And so have enjoyed working together. And that's come from somebody that was initially my competitor. And I'm not afraid to say it, but I saw him as the bogeyman. See, these things somebody that you may think is negative and bad for your business actually might be the best thing that ever happened to it. And lastly, similar to anyone else you meet, do apply the 5-minute rule. So if after 5 minutes of conversation you're not feeling that this person's going to be useful, or you can't feel the relationship is starting to gel, then politely make your excuses and move on. So to summarise, it's about a mindset first of all when you meet your competitors. Think positively, see them as a person. If they're there, that means you're probably in the right place to be networking. Have that mindset of abundance where there's enough to go around. Remember, you're not selling. You're there to meet people, to build up relationships. Don't run away from them. It looks rude. Do see them as a source of referrals. So find out what the point of differences are. Actively find out what's their ideal client and when you can refer them to you. And then finally, do as with anyone, if you're having a conversation and you're finding that it's not yielding results and you don't feel a connection, after 5 minutes, do make your excuses and move on. My name is Heather Townsend, and I am the writer of the Financial Times Guide to Business Networking.